welcome to this episode of Stylist Studio. Today I'm going to talk about what you need to get an agent. So this is a big question I get asked a lot from stylists who are looking to move from being by themselves to having a manager or an agent. I consider my agent, which I'm currently with Streeters, who are in LA, New York, and London. I love them so much. I consider them my sales partner and my business partner and my managers. Now, agents are really important because they can bring in probably, sometimes if they're doing their job right, 50 to 75% of your business as a stylist. And being on their roster means something. So what you want to do is have, look at the agents that exist in the world for styling and figure out who you want to be with in your city and then globally, worldwide. And you can set the bar high to start, but just figure out where you want to end up. And then from there, start to look at where you think that you would be able to join now. Now, in order to get an agent, you need to have relationships with magazines that you've already been shooting and getting editorial on your own, which, your editorial makes up your book. So, which is called your tear sheets, which make up your portfolio. So agents are not going to want to represent you until you already have a real book of tear sheets from magazine editorial or blog editorial that was posted. And when I say blog, I mean Violet Grey or very high-end, well-respected blogs that look like editorial fashion spreads. So what you want to do in order to prep yourself for going to get an agent, you want to, create a relationship with a magazine, whether it's Nylon or Bullet or, any of the magazines where you can start to work and build relationships with the editors and start to shoot for them and get tear sheets on a regular basis. Or if you're in a smaller city, whatever your local magazine is where you can shoot for them. And again, when you're doing magazines, remember, it's for free. You're not going to make any money on the magazines. Sometimes I choose to shoot for someone out of my own expense budget so I can do a really great shoot because my magazine work, my editorial is my book and portfolio representing my business as a stylist. So your agent is going to want to see, agents, when you go in to meet with them, are going to want to see your tear sheets, and they're going to want to see that you're bringing something special to the table that no one else on their roster has, and that you're already hustling for business. You know how to talk to people, you know how to go in and talk to the agent in a way that you'll be able to do the same thing with clients they put you in front of. Now, agents, so when I was getting an agent, I worked with Beverly Streeter, who's now my agent, in London. I was working at Pop Magazine at the time for Katie Grand, and I was the fashion editor there. But I was, I was shooting loads and loads just for Pop. But, and I was going in to meet with Beverly probably every couple months to show her what I was doing and show her my work that was published and to talk to her about what did I need to do to be an agent. Now, in your city, there should be some agency that represents stylists. Sometimes it's part of the model agency locally will represent stylists. Sometimes there's an agency that just represents photographers, stylists, and hair and makeup for fashion. You want to find out who those people are and ask them if you can come in and show them your tear sheets, show them your tests, and get feedback from them. The idea is to find agents that you like and that you trust and that you would trust as your business partner. And also the idea is to get feedback from them on what they would need to see from you to work with them as someone on their roster in the agency. So that's my recommendation for getting an agent. You're ready to get an agent when you have enough clients started, that you have consistent work and you're able to support yourself a little bit, because agents do want to know that you have clientele coming in with you. And they want to see that you have a really great book. It doesn't have to be big, but that enough magazines have given you a chance and let you do tear sheets, and that you have tests and that you're bringing something from your creative side to the table that may be different and also commercially viable for them. So that's how you work on getting an agent. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Stylist Studio. Check you later.